2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chorus. Chorus. Bass. Refrain. Drums in. Refrain. Refrain. Chorus. Slowly build. Chorus. Build. Refrain. All in. Refrain. 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 Build. Refrain. All in. Refrain. Breakdown. Bridge 1. Bridge 1. Bridge 1. Drums in. Bridge Bridge 2. Drums in. Bridge 2. Bridge 2. Bridge 2. Build. Bridge 2. Build. Bridge 2. Build. Refrain. Hits. Refrain. Build. Bridge 2. Bridge 2. Breakdown. End.
So we are looking at Yeshua in the key of E major, and I've got my capo on the 4th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're using C shapes. So I don't play for that vamp. I start in the chorus, and I start with some finger picking. I use my thumb, my pointing finger, and my middle finger to finger pick. So the first chord you're going to play is an A minor 7. A minor 7. So pointing finger on the B string, 1st fret. Middle finger on the D string, 2nd fret. And on a normal A minor, you would push down that G string. But since it's an A minor 7, we're going to play that open. And that's all I'm doing. You can do something like that. Thumb, thumb, pointer, middle. And when I'm finger picking, I usually hold my pick right there with ring finger or pinky, depending on how many fingers I'm using. And I'll just use these to finger pick. And then an F2. So for that, I'm holding the E string, this bottom E string, and the B string, holding them both down with my pointing finger, 1st fret. And I'm playing ring finger on the D string, 3rd fret. Normally you would play the G string, but on the 2nd fret, but I'm leaving that open. That makes the F2. And then a C major chord. Pointing finger on the B string, 1st fret. Middle finger on the D string, right there, 2nd fret. Ring finger on the A string of the 3rd fret. And then an E minor. And I use middle finger on the A string, pointer finger on the D string, 2nd fret. And that's the majority of the chords in this song. For the verse, you just finger pick. It's the most beautiful among thousands. So just lightly finger pick. And then when I get to that chorus is when I started doing some strumming. So just diamond strums. So like 1, 2, 3. So you start with your F chord. You can play an F2 or a regular F. It'll work either way. And then C over E. So you're gonna play your C chord that I showed you earlier, but instead of starting on just the A string down, you're gonna play all the strings. So F, C over E. So Yeshua, C over E, then F, then to G major, which is pointing finger on the B string. I'm sorry, the A string, 2nd fret, middle finger on the E string, 1st fret, or 3rd fret, ring finger on the E string, 3rd fret, bottom one. Then your A minor we played earlier, A minor 7, and then that E minor. And you can put your ring finger down on the B string on the 3rd fret with that, and that'll make it an E minor 7. So the refrain, just doing the strums. C over E, F, then B, here A minor. Then we go to E minor 7. And then chorus. My beloved is, yeah, so that's the refrain chords. This is the chorus. My beloved, A minor, is the most beautiful. So you play your F chord, and for F over A, all you gotta do is play the A string open. Where you would normally play the bottom 4, you play 5. And then for C over G, I'm playing my C chord kind of like you normally would, but I take my ring finger up on the 3rd fret of the E string, and then pinky where my ring finger was on the A string, 2nd fret. And that makes C over G. Sorry, C over G. So you got A minor, F over A, C over G, and then your E minor. You start to build that down strums. C over G, E minor, and you repeat that. And the last time, you stop with the inversions, so you play everything root position. Then C, E minor, refrain. So for strumming, the pattern I'm using a lot is when I'm really building it, down, 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 down. I'm just doing a lot of down strum. And when I get close to like where it's really, really building and about to be in full, I might bring a down and up strum like that. I kind of break into. That's the pattern. So that's the pattern I'm going with when it goes full groove. Bridge 1, you play your F, and then you can remember you pick up your middle finger if you want to make it an F2. The C major 7, over E. It's pretty easy to play. You play your C major over E, and to make it a major 7, all you do is pick up your pointer finger. And that is that chord. And that's really pretty much what you do for this song. It's very, very repetitive. So usually when it came to the bridge, I'll stop playing for the first one when it's soft, and then maybe finger pick for one, and then when the drums start to come in, I would maybe start to lightly strum. Put some palm muting there if you want to, which is, remember we talked about before, is you just use this part of your hand kind of around the bridge and like that. That's how you would build a little bit, and then you start to open it up and you strum full. And then you have your refrain again. Once again, start with that down. When you get that full groove, like that. Once you get to the full groove, and the chords, like I said, very, very repetitive. Let me see. There's a refrain at the end where it says huge hits, quarter note hits. So once you get to the end of that bridge, and you go to the refrain, be listening for that, for the hits. It's just down, down, 5, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So just strum down, 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 down. And you can start to build up F, C over E, then F, G, A minor 7, E minor 7. Yeah, like I said, this song is very repetitive, which is good. Makes for some easy playing, but it also makes it to where you've got to do some different stuff. So like I add in the little finger pick. Add in some just kind of diamond strums. Add in some palm muting. And then subtly different strumming patterns. Like sometimes we might be strumming kind of like, but sometimes you'll build it. The key with it all is like you don't want to play the same way the whole time. You don't want to just be like, that gets very boring and annoying very quick. So just add some little variety. Even if you are doing just that down up strumming, you can do. Emphasize some beats over another. On that F chord. And that's Yeshua. It's easy to play for the most part, repetitive. Enjoy.